I am back, mostly because you chose to hit that play button, but also because I really like sharing all my best tips and tricks on Scandinavian design. I'm almost certain that there is no better video on this platform uploaded right this moment where you'll learn more about Scandi design. I'm Allan Torp, and as you might already have noticed by the title of this video, it is going to be all about the living room today. I really don't care where you are in the world or what you are doing. If you are practicing jump rope with your best friends, if you are 3 hours in breaking the world record in a plank, which is just 8 hours, 15 minutes and 15 seconds by the way, or just counting coins from your swearing jar. All that matters is that you are here because I love you all, and I would love it if you also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Welcome. A Scandinavian style living room can serve many different functions, from a formal sitting area to a casual living space. There are really no hard and fast rules. When considering different Scandinavian living room ideas, you'll want it to be a space that makes your family and guests feel comfortable, but also functional for day-to-day living. Think about this space's desired purpose and focus on a few staple items, such as a comfortable sofa and a coffee table. Then choose the rest of the accent furniture and decor accordingly. Living rooms were originally intended to act as a sophisticated setting for hosting and entertaining, while family rooms were used for more casual, everyday activities like lounging, playing, or watch TV, or whatever. However, many Scandinavian homes today will only have one larger room that acts as both an entertainment and primary living room space. If yours is the former, you will likely be utilizing it as a sitting room to have drinks and good conversations with guests without distractions like a television. You are very likely to see a bar cart, formal furniture, and an eye-catching focal point such as a sophisticated fireplace and mantle, which all helps to achieve the look and feel in a Scandinavian living room. On the other hand, if it's your primary living room space, it should see more daily use, often functioning as a TV room, complete with sofa sectional, media console, and gaming spot. That cleans up nicely for guests, of course. In the end, think about your needs when considering different living room ideas. After all, a family with small children would likely need a playroom more than a formal sitting room. The most important thing, which Scandinavians master so well, is not overdoing it. It bears to be repeated. Don't overdo it. Both when it comes to the furniture selection and the colors. A soft sofa, a coffee table, and an accent chair are all good ways to elevate a space without making a huge investment. It is all you need to make up a welcoming living room for you and your guests. A few good to always remember tips. Group smaller coffee tables together, creating a bigger surface. That way you can always move one aside if you need it closer or out of the way. Go with neutrals for the big items like sofas, armchairs, and rugs. And then add a bit bolder colors with decorative accessories like books and plants. The sofa will be in the spotlight, so you don't want it to take up the entire space. It should complement the room rather than overtake the room. But let's dive a little bit deeper into a few of the different overall items in your living room, starting with seating. You will, without a doubt, need some seating options incorporated into your living room setup, which can range from small accent chairs to a big roomy sectional. Be careful of cramming a too large sofa into a too small space. It's tempting to go big, I know, we like big, but sacrificing walking paths or potential storage space is not always worth it. You should consider both the size of the room, which will eventually determine how big your sofa should be. Even though you have a larger living room doesn't mean that you should go super big when choosing your sofa. You might want to add 2 armchairs or maybe have 2 sofas. If you have a smaller room, you should go for a smaller sofa, no matter your intentions. The sofa will be in the spotlight, so you don't want it to take up the entire space. It should complement the room rather than overtake the room. If you want even more tips on choosing the perfect sofa, check out my video, How to Choose the Perfect Sofa. You definitely want to have enough seating for those living in the house, plus an extra seat or 2 for the occasional guests. An accent chair is a good way to elevate a space without making a huge investment. Whether it be a vintage lounger or a sleek and slender mid-century dining chair, choose something that will make a statement. Good options which would fit in any Scandinavian living room could be found at Sweden's oldest furniture manufacturer, Front, or from another Swedish brand, Hem, who just launched the super cool puffy lounge chair just last year. If you are looking for a more mid-century vibe, I'd say chairs like the iconic Karen by Bruno Madsen, manufactured by Dux, or the Pelican chair by Fignol in a gray wool. It is such a sculptural piece, and almost not even a piece of furniture. All very comfortable in my opinion. It is definitely not an easy object, the elephant in the room, the big black box that is the never-ending topic of many discussions between men and women, the dreaded TV. Decorating around this shiny black rectangular that every decade gets bigger and bigger can be tricky business. Luckily, TV design has become more slim, and while they have only grown bigger, the extra space they take up nowadays is just taking up the space that you used to store all those endless amounts of awful DVDs. In Scandinavian living room, this slim on the wall version has grown in popularity, only taking up space on the wall, which leaves out the necessity of this storage space below. My favorite, which is also the one on the wall behind me, is the Samsung frame. It hardly looks like a TV. If your home is generally tight on space, having plenty of shelves, cabinets, or drawers will be crucial to accommodating any storage needs. Built-ins are a good way to do this since they take up less space and are often customized to meet your needs. However, they can run up the more expensive side. A built-in or any open shelving unit for that matter is also a great way if you want to introduce a library vibe, a place for your collectibles and books. Balance is key. You should always make sure to keep it balanced, airy, and not just cram all your books in. I really like it when it's a fine mix between books and super nicely placed decor. One thing I can't handle though is when books are facing the wrong way. Something we have seen over and over again on Instagram. I think your home should be practical. If you really don't like the cover on the book, then find a different spot for it. The bookshelf is also really a perfect place to show your personality. Perfect for displaying all those fun decor pieces you have found throughout the years, pieces you have brought home from your travels around the world. Again, just keep it balanced and don't overdo it. Even a cheap metal Eiffel Tower can look great in the right setting. Many of these Scandinavian design brands have great expandable modular systems that never wear out. Some in all powder coated metal, some in all wood, and some combines the two, like Danish Firm Living's Punctual, Danish Menu's stick system, or Swedish string system. When thinking about Scandinavian living room colors, most people have a tendency to go supernatural or boldly colorful in the living room. But be careful going overboard with either. I'd say if you go with neutrals for the big items like the sofa and the armchairs, then go a bit bold with decorative accessories. That way you can easily swap out the small things when a new color scheme is in order. Likewise, if you want your sofa to be a statement piece, then scale back the decor so they don't fight for attention. In recent years, both the super all earthy beigey colored living room and the uber brightly colored living room has become the norm. The gray, black and white has been left behind. Lighting is also an important feature to consider when decorating a Scandinavian living room. Have the ability to do overhead lighting, or will you need to use more table and floor lamps? Either can be a design feature in themselves, as well as putting the spotlight on other decor pieces you want to showcase. And remember to have a well-lit spot for reading related activities. A big patterned woolen rug helps pulling the room together and gives the room a more inviting and characteristic look. And when I say big, I mean big. One of the biggest design mistakes I see time and time again when visiting people is too small for your room rugs. Most living rooms will easily take a room that is at least 8 by 10 and many even bigger. Your rug is the foundation of your room, the one that connects all the design dots. There are many great places to source a great handmade rug these days. My go-tos are Nordic Nuts and Nut House. And with that, we are done for today. The great news is that I'm already back next week. If you can't wait that long, then you should just check out some of my previous videos if you haven't seen them all already. Thank you all for watching. Until next time.